Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the Moyamoya Diaries. This is Katie again. I've got to talk kind of quickly because the last video I tried to upload for episode 3 was too long and YouTube rejected it. So I just wanted to give a quick update on how I'm doing. It's been 1 week since my surgery. Look at that incision, guys. That thing is, it's got to be 6 inches long at least. Woo! But I'm doing okay. Everything's going really well since I've been home, and everything went well in the hospital too. But I just wanted to kind of tell you how everything went when I was in the hospital for 3.5 days. So, before my surgery, I think I kind of just went through all the typical pre-op stuff. I had an IV started. My first IV was in my hand and the vein blew. So I went into surgery already as damaged goods because I had this huge thing of tape and gauze over my hand. So my second IV that they tried to put in was successful and went in my arm. But I saw my neurosurgeon before the surgery. I saw the anesthesiologist. I made her cry because I cried when she came in to tell me all the risks involved with having anesthesia. But she was like the sweetest doctor ever. So I felt really bad that I made her cry, but I couldn't help it. I was kind of freaking out after she told me about all the risks of anesthesia, and it kind of hit me. You're having surgery in 30 minutes and there's nothing you can do about it. So it was kind of scary. But whatever, of course, I was going to give my consent to have anesthesia because I knew I had to have the surgery. I saw the nurse anesthetist and I gave him a code word to use to wake me up after the surgery so that I would know I was waking up at the right time. So I asked him if he would say, Katie Bananas, when he woke me up, which he did when he woke me up in the operating room. And, I did all that typical pre-op stuff, and then they gave me a sedative, a very fast-acting sedative, needless to say. The anesthesiologist and the nurse anesthetist were the ones that wheeled me to the operating room, and they gave me this sedative. And no sooner had they put it through my IV and started wheeling me out of my little cubby room that I saw my, family after I'd said goodbye to them. They were all standing at the wall right outside in the hallway. And I said goodbye to them like this. I was like, bye, everybody. Bye, I'll see you later, okay? So the sedative was very effective, but I was taken to the operating room and taken off my bed, placed on the operating table, and no sooner had I got on the operating table that I think it was the nurse anesthetist said, all right, Katie, we're going to give you a medication that's going to make your ears ring, and it was pushed through my IV, and then my ears, it was just deafening. They started ringing so loud, like, all around me. And then nothingness. I guess that was when I went unconscious. I really have no idea because all I remember was ears ringing super loud, nothingness, awake. Katie Bananas. The nurse anesthetist was at my shoulder, kind of shaking it a little bit, saying, Katie Bananas. And then I was awake. 4 hours went by like nothing. It was incredible. It was really, really amazing. And all kinds of stuff happened between the ears ringing and when I woke up. I had a bunch more IVs. I had an arterial line. I had an IV in my hand. I had a Foley catheter put in, which was great. I know I needed it because I had to lay out flat for several hours after the surgery, but I was like, really, guys, a Foley? I had all kinds of monitors hooked up to me. It was crazy. I had all my bandages, like this big turban thing all around my head. So they did a lot in 4 hours. So they put me back in my bed, and I don't remember being taken to the ICU. I just kind of materialized in my room. But there was all kinds of stuff going on when I first got into the ICU. They were doing a neuro check. So they were asking me questions and having me squeeze their hands and follow their fingers, which was kind of hard to do because my eyes were just like going all over the place. I had a lot of trouble focusing them. They, had me wiggle my toes and do all sorts of other things. I don't know, pick my legs up, pick my feet up, whatever, random stuff. they were hooking me up to all kinds of monitors and everything like that. But once everything kind of slowed down, I was able to see my family and my parents, my husband, my best friend, and everything. So that was really nice to see them. But they probably thought that I looked crazy because my eyes were going all over the place, and I'm like, kind of struggling to talk. My throat was super dry after having a trach tube and everything. But the ICU was really busy. My nurse was coming in every hour to every half an hour or so to give me medications. I was on all kinds of medications, anti-seizure meds, antibiotics, steroids, regular IV fluids, kind of supplemental IV fluids because apparently my magnesium and calcium or whatever were low. But she's coming in to give me neuro checks. It was really, really busy in the ICU, but all the nurses that I had were sweet as pie, the nicest people you could ever imagine. So I was very lucky to have such a great team. But the next day, once I was able to swallow and eat stuff in small amounts without getting nauseous, and everything checked out okay, I was sent up to the regular hospital. So in the ICU, they took out my arterial line, they took out my Foley. It was so nice to be able to pee normally, I swear. They unhooked me from all the monitors and everything like that because it wasn't really necessary in the regular hospital. So when I was in the regular hospital, I was on mostly oral medications, a lot of the same stuff, but just pill form. I had lots of visitors, which was awesome. Friends and family came to see me while I was there in the hospital. I was able to eat more than just a teensy bit than I could when I was in the ICU. It was hard for me to chew initially right after the surgery because they had to cut my temporalis muscle during the surgery, but every day it's gotten better. I can open my mouth just a little bit more and chew just a little bit more easily. So I'm really thankful for that. But yeah, the regular hospital was nice because things were much slower and much less hectic. And I had a little bit of consistency with my nurses. I think I had the same nurse during the day for the 3 days that I was in the regular hospital, and then the same night nurse for the 2 nights that I was there. So that was really nice, and they were super cool nurses. So it's been a crazy hectic past week. I've been home since Sunday afternoon, and I'm very grateful to be home because really I'm doing well. I can get up and walk around and do a lot of things. I can't get myself too busy and too crazy because then I get a headache, but I can usually manage the headache with Tylenol, so that's good. I'm with my kitties again. I've got 3 cats, and they're all lots of fun to be around. They keep me entertained, and my husband's been here with me for the past week at home. In the hospital, he was with me, and then at home, he's been with me. He's taken off work, and he's been great making me food. And here's one of my kitties walking in front of me. Hey, Morrison, don't unplug anything. Hi, girl. Anyway, he's been awesome. He's been giving, like making me food and stuff, but also like washing my hair because I've still got the remaining 2/3 of my hair and stuff. And he's just been awesome. So I couldn't ask for a better support system around me. But I'm home and things are going well. I get my stitches out tomorrow. So I plan to do another video in the near future or so to kind of check up on how I'm doing after surgery. So keep watching if you're curious about how things are going. And thanks for watching this video. And I will see you guys later. Bye.